Well, good evening, everyone. This is E.F.B. Productions, and my name is Dr. Norm Goldberg, and this is Mr. Ed Blaha.
Hi, how are you? My name is Ed Blaha. And I just had some fun with a passerby, so
That's right.
if I'm laughing at that.
We've been doing a lot of joking, but we're going to get maybe a little serious and discuss some topics that people have been interested in. Part of that has to do with my work as a doctor and consultant in cannabis, prescriptions and medical cannabis use and prescribing, and also in my experience as a doctor who does medical aesthetics, or basically cosmetic medicine, where we do injectables and various other procedures. Pretty much anything short of doing surgery. So we will be discussing those two topics, and I guess we'll get started. Ed, did you have any comments so far?
Well, first of all, we've got a date coming up, and you're going to offer a nice present for these ladies.
Yeah. So as a bit of a promotion, if anybody sees this video or hears about us and wants to have some cosmetic work done, or is interested in getting cannabis on prescription, or has any kind of questions or concerns about using cannabis, we'll be available on September 24th, and you can contact us through, I guess, the website. Do you want to give a phone number as well?
Yes, I think you should call and set up an appointment with me, whichever one you want. Now you've mentioned the deal, right? You're going to give them a nice sweet deal.
Yeah. So there's going to be there will be a promotion. At this moment, we'll be doing. We're going to give the first 10 units of Botox basically at half the price, and
wow.
if you do let's say 50 units of Botox, we'll do another 10 units for free. So that's a bit of a promotion.
So in other words, all these men and women are going to come out looking young like me.
You'll lose a few years for sure.
Do you think I'd lose a few years?
You'll lose a few years. Yeah.
Right? Do you think would you give me the discount?
No, not you.
Okay. Well, you know, I have a lot of nice people, and yesterday I had a great. I had some visitors come while they were just walking by my house the other day, and I had my two dogs out, Loki. And Loki's wandering around. I'm talking to these two nice ladies, and they're very, very nice ladies. And Loki did something on the guy's lawn, right? So I looked at the ladies, and I said, I'm sorry, ladies, I have to go get a plastic bag and take care of that up there, right? And the lady looks at me and she says to me, well, look, I got some plastic gloves, take one of these. I says, good. I put the glove on, and I looked at both of them, and I says, now all I got to do is find 2 pieces of bread.
Oh my. Okay,
well,
now
I laughed.
I'm going to have to give a better promotion.
Just don't go looking for, just don't give me a plastic bag when I have my dogs around, okay?
Oh my, okay.
No, I have to do that. I mean,
well, I guess it's medical humor in a manner of speaking, right? It's veterinary humor.
You know what?
It's veterinary humor. I guess that would
if
work.
you make people laugh, that lady that walked by, she was killing herself laughing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you make people happy. That's what I do. I get up, I make people happy. I make myself happy because I'm making them happy.
Well, that's right. And you do make a lot of people happy.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. So,
I used to go to this massage parlor. And I like a massage, a real massage.
Right.
And they always ask me if I want a happy ending. I said, I've got a happy ending. My back feels good when I get out of here. Right? Oh, I'm terrible.
And that's not because of the sandwich, is it?
No, that's not because. Oh, could be. Could be. I don't think there were any nuts in that sandwich.
Okay.
You don't know what to say now because you're a doctor.
So
I got no rules found here.
No rules. That's true. I'm beginning to see that. But in any case,
after all these years.
So for those people who may not understand what Botox is all about, people hear about it. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of notions about what Botox is and what it does. But Botox, first of all, is probably the most commonly done cosmetic procedure, bar none, all over the world. And Botox Botox has a history going back now about 50, 60 years. It was first used in medical for medical purposes. Because Botox relaxes muscles, that's its main job. It can be used in medical circles when you have tight muscles. For example, people who may have had a stroke.
At my age, you're looking for tight muscles.
Yes, you are. Okay, some people are looking for tight muscles, and you don't want to use Botox if you want a tight muscle. But if you have muscles that are too tight and cause you pain, right, because of their spasm, that's where Botox is used medically.
And also to CBD.
Well, CBD, we can get to that as well later. But just in terms of Botox, it's used for tight muscles. And for example, it used to be used in kids
Listen,
50 years ago.
if people come with you for a prescription, can I make arrangements for them to pick up CBD from some CBD?
Well, yeah, that would be your job to get the arrangement. But I would do the
Okay, I'll do
prescriptions.
that.
My
I'll
job is
make sure they get a discount.
yeah, my job is the medical part. Your job would be to get the
Okay, make sure they get a discount. And it can't. It's from a doctor anyway. It's
Yeah.
medical doctor.
Yeah, this is all
He makes
medical.
it.
No,
No, it's the doctor actually makes the CBD. I'd rather have him do it because the other people that I was using, they
Yeah.
bastardize it.
yeah,
You expect the strength, and you're not getting 1/3 that strength.
that's right.
And you have to take it to the government to check it. So they check everything.
Which raises the point in general. If you're going to use any medication, you want to make sure you're
I
getting
pay the doctor $50.
You want to make sure you're getting a good quality medication.
Oh, it's all it's top of the
So that would be
it's good for me. I take it every night,
yeah.
and I know my CBD is keeping me alive. It kept me alive. We both know that.
So since we're on that topic, we can just mention that we're talking about CBD, which is a cannabinoid. Cannabinoid is a marijuana chemical, just like everybody knows tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the THC product that makes you high when you take marijuana products. But this is CBD. It doesn't make you high, and it's been shown clinically now to be an anti-inflammatory. It's widely used for anxiety now. It's widely used for chronic pain. It's used to help people sleep.
And it's prevented, I would say, for cancer.
And then for cancer, we know that it does play a role. And they're learning more and more about this. So far, we have some good studies, test tube studies and animal studies that show that it could lessen cancer and certain types of cancer, especially brain cancers. There may be a role for it in different other cancers like liver cancer or intestinal cancer. But definitely for brain cancer, there has been some benefits shown, at least in animals. Now, of course, it's a bit trickier to do some of this testing in humans, but there definitely is a lot of promise there, and those studies are currently being done. So,
When I first got into marijuana, when I got sick there was 125,000 prescriptions. That's all it was. And for the past, I think, 2-3 years, they've been getting 10,000 new ones every month.
I'm not surprised.
So I mean, the amount of people that have it now, have the prescription, is I wouldn't hesitate to guess maybe 5% of the population, and then more growing every day, as you've seen.
And so that would be a bit of proof that it's popular and it's effective. I think the big issue is, and I'm a family doctor by training, and I have sexual training in cosmetic and marijuana. But the point though is that I prescribe regular medications too, with sleeping pills and narcotics and pain medications. But when you look at the side effect profile of some of these medications, and also some of the risks of these medications, and you compare that with cannabis and CBD, it's like night and day. I mean, the CBD has very few side effects. Certainly, I haven't seen anybody get acclimatized to it or to the point of getting addicted to it or anything like that. Even if you go off of it, you don't go through any kind of major withdrawal or anything like that. So it's an extremely safe medication, and it has a wide margin of safety in terms of dosing, which means that unlike narcotics, where you take too much and you can die from an overdose, you can stop breathing. Cannabis products do not have an effect on the respiratory system. So if you took an overdose, let's say, and what that dosage is varies from person to person. Some people can take 5 grams and get sleepy. Other people can take 200 grams and still be functioning and dancing around. So it really varies from person to person. But the point is that even if you did take a dose that was too much for you, there would be no major risk there. You wouldn't die. Nobody's ever died from marijuana use. You may sleep a lot. You may sleep like if you had too much alcohol. But also, you probably won't get much of a hangover. That's the nice thing.
You don't have any hangover whatsoever.
Yeah. So it's very, very safe. A very wide margin of safety. We're learning more and more about it.
Now, what I'm telling you now, my email is edlaw@hotmail.com, and my phone number is 416-930-7747.
Yeah.
Now, don't call me and leave a message. You want to book a time with the doctor. We have the date is again
September 24th.
September the 24th, and we can start the appointments at, it's a Friday, we can start the appointments at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Sounds good.
And we might go 2 days. If we load up on a lot of people, we're going to schedule you in.
Like a marathon.
Like a marathon, yeah. And you know what? It's a good thing for the ladies. Christmas will be coming up, and you'll look sweet. And for you guys, that you might look sweet too. Who cares, right? Anyway, at the end of the day, it's there for you. And our technician here, Tony Wright, who's also our cameraman.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Thank you.
Birthday. Now, if you all send him a birthday present, I think he'd be happy. So would anybody. Any case, you can text me at 416-930-7747, and you're going to put all this information on the screen for the people to see when we run it.
Mm-hmm.
Both Facebook and
Yep, it'll scroll across the screen.
yeah, you can get into it. You can go to E.F.B. E.F.B. Productions. Yeah, see,
We'll leave links in the description below.
yeah, put in what your time period is, and I'll get back to you on it. I'll probably get back to you in the evening as I'm very busy during the day. But I will schedule you in by whoever email comes in first, or call comes in first. But it would be something, a nice Christmas gift from your husband, and it might be a nice Christmas gift to give your husband, right?
Yeah.
And you can think of other things you can do under the tree, but other than that, enjoy your Christmas. I think it's a great time to get set up for Christmas, and you have no repercussion on it. You won't have any pain or any allergies, I imagine.
No. So for
I did that test for you, and I don't think I want to do it again.
well, for
Because
cannabis,
I'm happy being ugly.
yeah,
I'm happy.
well, especially people who have chronic pain. Maybe you're taking medication now and you're not happy with the results of the medication for the chronic pain. Maybe it's giving you side effects, as I mentioned. Maybe you're taking sleeping pills and you don't find yourself being able to sleep that well, or maybe you're getting acclimatized, you're having side effects. So this is where CBD could come in. From the point of view of Botox, Botox helps relax the muscles of your face. And so any line that is produced by muscles of the face can be fixed with Botox. So typically we talk about the 11s, which are the muscles right between the brows. We're talking about the forehead muscles, which are the horizontal muscles when you raise your brow. We're talking about the crow's feet, which when you smile, you get all these little lines. There are some...
Do you use Botox yourself?
I haven't, but I should. Yeah, I should.
Well, you've got no lines, really.
Well, that's
Just
because
you don't smoke.
That's because that's right. I don't smoke, but I do the cannabis recreationally.
But that's fine.
My own feeling is that cannabis is much safer and better for you in terms of a recreational drug. If you're going to use any recreational drug, it's probably better for you than using alcohol. We know what alcohol can do. We know the bad stuff that alcohol can do, and cannabis is nowhere near that in terms of danger or side effects. Now, having said that, I would say one thing. Kids, people who are 25 years old and younger, there are definitely studies showing now that could influence your central nervous system. And although there are a lot of people who use the drug at younger than 25, we really don't know what their potential would be in terms of their neurological development. And so I do recommend that maybe people who are under 25 be careful about how much cannabis they use. and especially THC. There are young people who have used CBD for seizures. You know, so it works well for certain types of seizures, and if the benefits outweigh the risks in the sense that maybe they've tried other medications for their seizures that haven't worked, sometimes CBD can help.
I had one gentleman who was taking about 100 fits a day.
Oh yeah.
Which is super heavy.
Yeah.
Cleared it right up zero.
Yeah.
He takes the CBD, he's got zero.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to put that in perspective, there are pharmaceutical companies who are now researching and actually manufacturing cannabis-related products illegally in the pharmaceutical sector for seizures. So we know that there is benefit there. The question is whether you do need that particular drug, or whether again you can get regular CBD oil and have it used as well.
With all that said and done, I think we should just give them edlaha at hotmail.com and 416-930-7725. Text message me, please. So I'll be taking all these appointments for the next month, so get in early so you can get your stuff done. You might want it done late at night if you're working on Friday. If you're not working on Friday, get your husband to drive you out. Maybe give him some too.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
We have gentlemen doing Botox, getting Botox. We have gentlemen doing fillers, other cosmetic procedures. Yeah, why not?
I think it's
And by the way, my oldest patient for cannabis is almost 90 years old. Just to put that in perspective. So,
Yeah, he's an old biker, right?
No, not really. No. No, it's actually a frail little old lady, and she does very well with cannabis.
Yeah, well, you know what? I learned about cannabis when I was a sailor. I sailed out of Jamaica for a winter.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it. Right? Like it was Canada. This was, I'm going back to 1971.
Oh yeah, but everything is so negative.
Oh,
back then.
yeah, back then it was totally negative.
And nobody
But
understood.
I've seen it down there where the people are giving the kids tea,
Yeah, that's right.
marijuana tea before they go to bed, and they say they keep it from going sick. What the hell did I care back then? I was
Yeah.
22 years old.
And you knew about
Just give me another joint. And it was
That's right.
$15 a pound, so I always carried a couple of pounds in my cabin.
Nobody knew about CBD in those days.
No, nobody. Like,
So that was
I imagine the Jamaicans did. I'm sure they did.
Well, they knew that.
Marley and all those guys, Bob Marley, they all smoked it, and they said it was. They hinted it was medical too.
Well, it's the same as aspirin. You know, in the old days, aspirin was given to people in the 19th century before Bayer discovered it. The Bayer company discovered it. Aspirin came from willow bark. People were taking willow bark off the trees,
and that's
how they were getting their aspirin.
I wonder how many people have died from taking aspirin.
Well, you have a good point. I mean, it
I
has,
have a damn good point,
like
because
any medicine,
For
you have
me, if
some
I have an
benefits.
aspirin, I'm a dead man. All the salt
Because of your
rush.
problem. But aspirin, of course, is a blood thinner, and we have official indications for using aspirin for strokes, heart attacks.
Okay, I'm
things
going
like
to
that.
stand up, and we're going to have a look here. Can we get a good view of the tips?
It's too dark in the background now.
We're just
too
at,
dark?
we're at Humber Bay Park, and we're just near the harbor, and it's just beautiful.
It's so beautiful, it's unreal.
But I hope everybody has a good day and enjoy your summer, and hope to see you on September 24th.
And don't forget, edlaha@hotmail.com.